Evolution is funny. It spent millions of years designing your brain to survive in the wild. It made you afraid of tigers, snakes, and heights, because those things could kill you. But evolution forgot to release the software update that makes you afraid of 29% APR credit card debt. See, biologically, you are a magpie. You see shiny thing, you want shiny thing, you buy shiny thing. The problem is that the modern world is designed by people who know exactly how to hack that bird brain of yours. They have engineered a system where you voluntarily trade your freedom for things that end up in a landfill within 36 months. We call this the consumer trap. And right now, most of you aren't just in the trap, you're decorating it. You're financing the furniture in the trap. You're paying a monthly subscription fee just to live inside the trap. Today, we aren't talking about skipping the latte. That's kindergarten advice. We are going to dissect exactly why your bank account looks like a crime scene, the 3 specific lies you tell yourself to justify it, and how to stop acting like a raccoon with a credit limit. Let's start with the single biggest wealth destroyer in the middle class, the car. Or, as I like to call it, a metal box that burns money while it sits in your driveway doing absolutely nothing for 22 hours a day. Here is the first glitch in your brain. You're rational when you see the total price. $60,000, that's a lot of money. But the dealer knows you're weak. He doesn't care about the price. He just needs to know one thing. What can you afford per month? This is toddler math. When you negotiate based on a monthly payment, you're essentially telling the bank, please take as much of my money as possible, just do it slowly so I don't notice. Let's run the actual numbers, because math is the only thing that doesn't lie to you. You buy that car. You sign the paper for 72 months. In 5 years, that car is maybe $25,000. But you paid $850 a month. That's over $60,000 in payments. Plus insurance, plus gas, plus the repairs because German engineering is fantastic until a plastic sensor the size of a peanut melts and costs $4,000 to replace. But here's the real cost, the opportunity cost. If you had taken that $850 a month and put it into a boring S&P 500 index fund yielding 8%, do you know what you'd have in 6 years? You'd have $75,000. The difference between those two decisions is a $100,000 swing in your net worth. For a car. You're trading your financial future to look successful at a red light for 30 seconds to strangers who don't even like you. Trap number 2 is the little treat culture. This is the insidious idea that because you suffered through a meeting that should have been an email, you are now entitled to light money on fire. You order the burger. It's $12. Reasonable. But wait, delivery fee, $5. Service fee, $3. Small order fee, $2. Driver tip, $5. You just paid $27 for a lukewarm patty of meat that arrived cold. You didn't buy food, you bought convenience. And convenience is the luxury tax of the poor. But this goes deeper than food. It's lifestyle creep. You get a 10% raise at work, so naturally you move to an apartment that costs 15% more. You get a bonus, so you upgrade your phone even though your old phone works perfectly fine and does the exact same thing, which is scrolling TikTok until your eyes bleed at 2 a.m. This is the golden hamster wheel. You run faster to earn more money, but you increase the resistance on the wheel by buying more stuff. You're objectively richer than you were 5 years ago. You make more money, but you feel the exact same amount of financial stress. Why? Because you calibrated your spending to match your income perfectly. If your expenses hug your income line like a desperate ex-girlfriend, you will never be free. You're one bad Tuesday away from ruin. The only way to win this game is to create a gap, a massive, uncomfortable gap between what you earn and what you burn. So, Let's say you survive the first two traps. You stop buying cars, you cook at home, you stack cash in your savings account like a squirrel preparing for a nuclear winter. You think you're winning, you think you're safe. You're not winning, you're just losing slower than the other guys. Meet inflation, the silent thief. In 1950, you could buy a house for the price of a used Toyota Corolla today. If you had kept $7,000 in a mattress since 1950, you didn't save it. You incinerated 95% of its purchasing power. Leaving money in a standard savings account paying 0.1% interest while inflation is 3% is mathematically guaranteed failure. The government prints more money every year. The supply goes up, the value goes down. It's not a conspiracy, it's supply and demand. The only way to beat the thief is to own things that inflate with the currency. Stocks, real estate, business equity. You need to stop being a storage unit for cash and start being an owner of assets. Savers are losers. Investors are owners. Pick a side. So, how do we fix this disaster? We stop relying on willpower. Willpower is a finite resource, and you usually run out of it by 2 p.m. We need a system that works even when you are lazy. This is the boring machine. Step 1. You decide a percentage of your income to invest, let's say 20%. Step 2. You set up an automatic transfer for the day your paycheck hits. The money leaves your account before you even see it. If you don't see it, you can't spend it on stupid things. Step 3, it buys a low-cost index fund. Step 4, you go back to sleep. It's not sexy. It's not going to make you rich by next Friday. You won't be posting photos of your index fund on Instagram to impress models. But it works. It turns the math in your favor. Instead of compound interest working against you with credit cards, it finally works for you. Here's the uncomfortable truth to wrap this up. Looking rich is the easiest way to stay poor. The people you're trying to impress with your car and your clothes, they don't care about you. They're too busy worrying about their own debt. Real wealth is invisible. It's the money you didn't spend. It's the ability to quit a job you hate because you have 5 years of expenses in your portfolio. It's the freedom to wake up and say, I think I'll do nothing today. Stop playing the status game. The prize is a participation trophy that costs you your life. Build the machine. Let it run. And for the love of God, stop buying cars you can't afford. Don't be a magpie.